Hey guys, so today, I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded a video, like a year or so, but I, uh, I've been playing, and I figured since I just played a little in-house tournament with people from ranks of Silver to literally Challenger, which we'll see in a minute, just like a very high elo instructional commentary on this game that I played about an hour ago. So, before I preface anything, this was the account I played on. This is just a Smurf account. It's gold 3. Nothing special. But the person I played against in the bracket was this guy. A challenger, Garen player. So obviously someone pretty darn good at the game. Most of their team was mid-diamond. But let's get right into it. So we'll see in a minute here. Start of the game, the open, which was a little interesting, but I think there's a lot of good things to learn here, just from the fundamentals, wave management, kiting, spacing, all that really good stuff that is going to get you to high elo, in bronze, silver, gold, plat. I would really only say high emerald, diamond. Those things really start to matter. So here we are. This is what you can say. This is my account. This is the guy I played against. So I think I started this invade. My Nautilus, actually, funny enough, he wanted to flash over the wall and do some weird, obscure playthrough vision, but you can see where I wanted to ping. I was just telling my teammates in this tournament to do the textbook play, look in the bush, because a lot of people, a lot of junglers on red side, will just walk this way. They'll walk through, look for vision, because a lot of times people look to ward their raptors, so look how he postures, look where my team is. Now, just to pause it, I actually did make a mistake here with my Kaisa. We should have all walked this way instead of coming out here, but it worked out perfectly, as we'll see here. Now, a big thing though, I don't know why I did this. I think we wanted to stick to an invade, but I really messed up here. So I overstayed. He rotates. Tryndamere ends up ghosting. At this point, this is something really important that I want to kind of hammer home a little bit. A lot of people, which honestly tilts me a lot in solo queue when I see this, a lot of people, especially bot laners, when they get invaded, they won't just accept that they're dead, they'll waste sums. Like maybe if I was like a Tryndamere with Flash Ghost and I was in this position that I'm in right now as Ryze, I might Flash and Ghost. And if I die, I mean my lane is just completely over. I mean, not necessarily completely over, but you're at such a major disadvantage. Your ganks, you're basically screwed on ganks. And you're just missing that outplay potential, if you're in a skirmish, there's a lot of just wasted, basically don't have tools. You're basically playing with like 3 fingers on a hand. Like you're just lacking a lot of tools that you would have normally. So as you'll see here, I just kind of accept my fate. I try and walk back in to maybe give Vex the kill, but nope, Trimmer got it. So little unfortunate. Now instantly I was thinking to myself, should I TP here? But you'll see, I mean, I'm a ghost database, and the waves don't meet yet, so I actually don't think I miss any XP here. I do miss the creeps, but I don't miss the XP, which is really all that's important. So we'll see here in a minute. Just skip forward a little bit. So what's really important here is how I'm spacing right now. Tryndamere has Halo Blades. That's key to this matchup, because obviously Tryndamere's not going to go like Lethal Tempo or Conquer into Ryze, because it's a range matchup. It's very hard for him to stick onto Ryze unless the guy has horrible, god-awful spacing. What Tryndamere wants to do in this matchup is he wants to E, land 3 autos, and, if he lands 3 crits, if he gets lucky, he'll continue to hit me, and if he doesn't, he'll just walk away. And, I mean, the trade will be pretty beneficial to him because he has sustain and I don't. So over the long-term laning phase, he'll win. However, I took bone plating, so if I space this out well enough, maybe he just doesn't even land the E, he gets an auto off. I space, then I re-engage, and we'll see that trading pattern go on and off. And that's exactly how you have to play this lane. So right here, look, I'm in, kind of, see, look, this is what happens, perfect. Perfect spacing, kite him out. I'm not taking any creeps. Now he's got half HP, I got full HP. Now this applies to Jace, this applies to Quinn. You need to play like this. You're taking 0 sum trades. You don't take any HP with bone plating proc. He's fighting in my wave. Now this guy is Challenger, by the way, 870 LP, so that was pretty interesting. He's doing a 2-wave crash though. My jungler is getting completely rolled, and I'm just playing greedy. I'm playing Rise. He's playing Kai'Sa jungle. Kind of just have to accept it for what it is. So now, this is purely wave management. Applies to every rank in the game. A lot of people will want to just hard shove this. You know, if this wasn't a cannon wave, maybe that'd be possible to get this under tower quick enough before Tryndamere can come and maybe freeze the lane. But oftentimes, you know, early game Rise has pretty exceptional wave clear. If I was playing Vladimir top, if I was playing Tryndamere top, I wouldn't be able to shove this in time to get this under tower to recall. If I try to fast push this right now, Tryndamere would get there in time, and he'd freeze the wave, and I'd be screwed. Because then I have to overextend to farm, he could run me down with Ghost, which he didn't use here, but the principle still applies if it's Darius, etc. I can get ganked as well. So it's just not a great position to be in, right? We all know, most people know how bad freeze, like a frozen wave can be, especially top lane. So you slow push. Slow push the wave. Last hit. And the whole concept of this is, these minions are going to die, slowly though, and by the time these 4 minions die here, this wave will come. It'll stack up, and then I can make a wave basically big enough to crash for Tryndamere. But we're going to see now this guy's challenger. He knows what I want to do. So we're going to watch now how he tries to counter this. So now at this point, he's trading with me. I don't space it very well. But I understand that basically he can't kill me, and I kind of sacrifice my HP knowingly to try and get this shoved under, which I can't really do. Because my wave clear is not good enough, and he does have some kill potential with Flash. So I try and shove it the best I can. I just understand, you know, that's all I can do here. Thankfully, though, I do have TP, and I'm a ranged champ, so I can kind of manipulate waves to my liking. And we're going to see that in a second. When I TP back, oh, let's see this. So I TP. This is very risky. I mean, I don't know how ready to play this was. I think I do have bone plating here. I mean, if I really want to be safe, I TP right here. He doesn't even trade on me, actually, so we'll see how this trade goes. I got bone plating, kite back. Didn't space that auto very well at all, to be honest. But, you know, he can't really all in because he has Hail of Blades, and I'm a ranged champ. So, now from here, we know Poppy's bot side. I'm a ranged champ. He's extremely low. Obviously, Tryndamere with no ult. Now, what do I want to do as Rise? I'm pressuring as much as I can, stopping the recall, and I'm hard shoving. And I'm looking to kill this guy under tower. It's very doable. Because Rise's Q is actually pretty nice range with Scorch as well. It's got really good poke. We'll see that here. Nice damage, perfect. That's it. That's exactly how you want to play Rise. Obviously, alone from the spacing, right? Make some good trades. Now, once you have the ability to push the wave in, like I had here, you gotta start harassing. And typically, let's see how I land this Q. The easiest way to land the Q, obviously, you want to be around max range so that they don't see the threat as much, because Rise's Q has some pretty nice range, to be honest. It's pretty underestimated. Now, when he walks up to a creep, you throw the Q out. Now, you can do that to last hit. I just assume he's going to trim the wave a little bit in the way he's positioning. So, let's skip forward just a little bit. You know, I don't want to just go over too much lane states with you. So here, obviously, Tryndamere doesn't have vision. This is just interesting roam opportunity for him. He has the wave shove, and he's thinking to himself, what can I do here? Now, Poppy's here. They're just looking to contest Scuttle. Pretty basic prio stuff, you know. Kai'Sa doesn't respect that. We do have mid prio, but we don't have top prio. They also Kai'Sa early games just kind of use this. So let's skip ahead some more of the action here. Let's see how this lane goes. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Oh, I remember this. This was funny. Okay. So here, now obviously Tryndamere's a little hard to gank post 6, and I think we all know why. But obviously I don't want to let him freeze because the wave is kind of uneven. I have more minions than he does, so I'm trying to shove this as much as I can here. Just to get this shoved under. Poppy is topside, but I do have my ult to get me out if I need to. And I'm trying to dive him here. And look what he does. He plays this very well. He knows I can kill him, so he gets level 6 to ult. He plays this really well. Now, I could have weaved in an auto, actually, but I screwed it up. So you'll see what I do here to get out. Poppy's looking to gank me. I ult out. I re-engage. Poppy recalled. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I should have died. That's insane. Maybe he figured that he can't get killed on our tower here, but we'll see. He gets pressured pretty hard. I think I might have been able to combo him there. I think I kind of panicked though. I think if I just QE he dies instead of looking to root, but it's hard to land for sure. So here though, he has to respect my damage, and unfortunately he's not doing that. He's fully looking to stay. Now I know Poppy's bot side because I saw him walk. I'm also just assuming he was topside a second ago. He's not going to be topside again, right? So here I got to be really careful because, you know, he doesn't have sums, but he can just E and auto me with Hail Blades, and I'm dead. So I got to space him well. I got to space the tower, make sure I don't get hit by a tower shot. And same thing applies, rinse and repeat. I got to trust myself that I can handle the inner tower pressure at 1 HP. And I really want to kill him here because this is where Rise thrives. This is really where Rise thrives here. Missed the Q. Unfortunate. Maybe looking for an EQ bounce, but now here, I mean, he has no ult. It's a free kill. So I shove the wave, play textbook shove. A lot of people will rush this. They'll just dive now with no minions under the tower. Noob, very low elo to do that. Textbook, just wait for the minions. Now I'm spacing because I think he might just try and turn on me and get a 1-for-1. So I poke, play max range, like Heist did her thing. She barely lives. Triumph saved her, thank God. So, honestly, I don't need to keep going over the laning phase. You get the gist of it. You get the very beginning, how I space the E. You basically look to take good trades, you space out. And notice, I've only killed him here, under tower. Because that's where you excel as Rise. You want to bully people that are primarily close range, right? Tryndamere has a gap close ability, but his autos are very close range. So let's see what happened here. Now, I know Poppy... I think, honestly, I did track Poppy a little bit this game. I will admit I was a little lazy on the jungle tracking. And it's very risky, obviously, to play like this unless you know where Poppy is. But look, so I have bone plating. Let's look at the items, though. After, we'll see how this trade goes. I'm assuming he doesn't have ulti. Actually, items are fairly at my favor right now. CS is big, though. Level advantage is big. Now, I greed this plate, and I'm getting the hell out of here. So at this point in the game, you know, we assess the game state pretty even towards us. I think we outscale, so the overall timeline of the game is definitely favored towards us. But, you know, we'll see here in a second. You know, Nara starts picking up some kills in the mid-game, and that's a little concerning to me. Because she's kind of long range, it's hard for me to kill her. So here, I'm just thinking to myself, you know, this guy can't really screw with me. I'm just going to fight him, and I'm going to get this tier 1. Once I get this tier 1, I can shut tower. I can shut the wave at least, not the tower, obviously. Get the tower, shove the wave, and then I look to roam, affect the map. Because if I'm just, you know, playing AFK top Rise, farming all game, my Yanara, the enemy Yanara can just take the game out of control, right? So, we'll see here in a moment. Max range, Q'd out's a perfect Q, but the Scorch after proc, unfortunately made me take the damage from the tower. So he ults, he really can't kill me. I just root him, face rush away. Not really much you can do. Then we rinse and repeat the dive. You know, it's perfect by Kaisa, very well played. So at this point, his game's over. I outscale him, you know, I'm a late game powerhouse. I have way more CS, way more levels. Game's over completely. At least in theory, you'd hope it'd be over. So let's skip ahead a little bit here. Yes, like I said, wave is pushed, I'm looking at roam. This Rise does have a pretty good mid game with his Totem. His Totem Spike's very strong. And I'm thinking to myself, team, let's get this tier 1. This tier 1 opens the map a lot. Now I played this horribly. I should not be there. I'm thinking to myself, you know, I'm already screwed, let's just try and turn. And I got the 1-for-1, but I should not be posturing here when I'm gonna get the Poppy. It's very bad. But you know, I just got careless. You know, I'm thinking I'm 1v9 in the game, but stuff can always happen. I mean, Poppy just, no matter how useless she is. I mean, this guy's 5-3, pretty fed, but even if that guy was 0-3, that's a very bad position to be in. This is just how much CC Poppy has. So, I think, honestly, I think they FF'd. I think they gave up after a certain point. I just want to see maybe what happened here, potentially. But look, you can just see how fat I am. Level 16, big power spike. We'll see what happens here. I can't see myself. We can turn this. I mean, they have no right to see. The issue is we can fight this because they don't know where Dice is. You know. Do I have flash? I don't. If I had flash, then I probably would have gone for a flash root. EQ dead. But you know what? Nothing really happens. We secure dragon, and they FF'd. So, particularly the laning phase. Because at this level, obviously, if I find bronze, I'm just going to be perma-shoving. I'm not going to understand how to deal with the waves. He's going to be freezing. I'm screwed. You know, very basic stuff. Probably the most important thing to understand this laning phase, though, is the duality of, honestly, the importance, rather, of bone plating with basically E. That's the entire trading bread and butter with Tryndamere Rise. With most range champs in general with Tryndamere. So if you can practice that, if you can feel it out, if you can feel the E range, you're gonna have success in this matchup. I think. Even if you can't necessarily kill him, you're gonna not be pressured by Tryndamere. And I mean, the Halo Blade setup, he's really trying to screw with you. So if you can mitigate that, your game's gonna be a lot easier. So yeah, I think pretty productive session. I think this was a good video to at least look back on. Next video, though, I'm going to be looking at this game, which I did smurf in, I won't lie. This is a little shameless. But as AD carry, I displayed some really good micro at certain points in the game. I really want to go over that, just to go over maybe dodging, skill shots, because that's you could really out micro people, out smurf people with just your hands. I mean, a lot of people put emphasis on your macro, and I think yes, because I think the issue between high elo and low elo is low elo games go on forever because no one knows how to do anything. But you know, I think you could get to D4 with pretty horrible macro and have if you had like disgusting mechanics, you could probably climb to Emerald D4 pretty comfortably because you just get fed every game, and that just wins up a lot easier. So in the next video, I'll be going over that. I hope you guys are excited. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. I'll start recording that right now.